Hello, everybody.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm 666. Everybody just calls me Six.
Dreadmaster from Chaos Reviews. Well, the future Chaos Reviews, anyway.
He's just called Dread for short. Well, anyway, we're here tonight, back in my kitchen after doing that
almost an hour long.
Actually, it was an hour-long video. As we said, we're going to do a video game review of Mobile Suit Gundam
Crossfire,
which is in the Japanese and outside the United States is referred to as Mobile Suit Gundam Targeted Sights.
I think it's a much better name.
I know, but you know how the Americans are. Us Americans are.
Yeah.
But, well, this game actually...
There's actually no problem with the name.
Now, a little bit about this game. If you play it or haven't played it yet. It's a PS3 exclusive, first gen. It came out, it was pre-released, it was released on the PS3 very first game, one of the first games released. It is a good game. Story-wise, it is good. We will have, now, before we start going into this, we're going to go over how we're going to rate the games. It is a 1 through 10 process.
Yes.
We're going to rate on gameplay, story, imagery, well...
characters, if they go in... If the game goes in depth with the characters.
Animation. Because most games have animation these days. All games have animation.
Yeah, with the gameplay or just cutscene animation.
Yes.
And probably all on enjoyment.
Yes. So, out of that score, now that's gameplay, character, story, animation, and enjoyment. So, the most each game can get out of all of it is 2 points.
Yes.
So, altogether, it has to reach up, we both may come out with different opinions, but overall, one of us may not play the game, but watch the game, it could happen. The other would be taking the outside look.
And one thing.
What?
One thing we'll combine with animation is animation and yes, sound.
Sound too. Because a good way to make a great game, and this is just referencing a couple games, Halo, Final Fantasy, Mass Effect, is sound. The music to it, how it makes you feel. A lot of games...
The voice acting.
That too. Now...
We won't get the voice actors.
No. Yeah. That's because that's going to cross into... Some games are you actually using characters from different shows and stuff. Some uses animation actors. So to avoid having that big concept...
When I say voice actors yet, I was more on a future countdown. That too.
We will be doing our top 10. Now, mind you, we both have different opinions, so it will be when we do a top 10, it will be going longer than what this videos are supposed to be. Since this is the very first video, this will be going probably a little bit longer than 20 minutes because it is
like that in editing.
If we can, we'll rewatch it and see what we think. See if we can take anything out. But. Now, the very first game we are reviewing is a personal favorite of mine, Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire. Yeah. So, Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire takes place in the Universal Colony 79. It takes place, if you watch the show, Mobile Suit Gundam MS-18, this is just like that. It takes place along that line. You're a squad leader of 3. Basically fighting that. Now, in the game, you can actually pick to be on either Xeon or a Federation. I've actually beaten the game multiple times on the Earth Federation. Now, the gameplay is actually... I'm not going to say it's the greatest game in the world.
Well, it's Generation
1 PS3. We've actually, me and another person have gotten in an argument about this game and another about being, oh, it's so good, this game's better. But his argument has to deal with a PS2 Gen 5.
It doesn't matter with Gen, it's a PS2 game.
Yeah.
I'm not bashing the PS2 graphics.
It's just this game came out in late PS2.
Because the graphics are on par.
Yeah. This came out though in the late PS2 era. Late PS2 game.
Roughly.
Yeah. Late when PS3 was coming out. Now when we're looking at a company like Bandai Namco, which is known for not taking American games, go to different companies to have their games made. So it does hurt the quality of games. There's no consistency. Now, as I said, this review is not going to. This does not talk anything about Dynasty Warriors Gundam, which is consistent. But on the opposite hand here,
it might be a tradition. If you want to put in a genre, probably you maybe say hack and slash-ish.
For Dynasty Warriors Gundam, yes.
No, I'm talking about Crossfire.
This is more of a shooter. It feels a little bit more squad-based shooter.
Yeah.
Because you've got a squad you're leading.
Hack and slash guns.
Yes. Because you do have to keep it. Because the reason why we can't wait.
Probably it would be third-person shooter.
Yeah.
Third-person mech shooter.
Yeah. It is a mecha anime. You don't get out of the cockpit. Character-wise, there is no real characters except the suit themselves.
So,
and it is mostly there is no real animation to it. It is all text-based reading, and there is narration, some narrations.
Right.
So it is kind of hard to say this game deserves a 10 in the long run. The music's good. It is going with that Gundam feel music. It has all that heavy bass.
So if you're used to the Gundam series,
you know how. And this is the original Universal Colony suit. It's not Wing or any others. This is all for UC, Universal Colony. If you're used to that type of music, because it does have that heavy bit techno bass to it. Now there's that. Some of the things that problems the game is, it has no real. It's kind of hard distance wise. Multiplayer, they just slapped it in there. It wasn't designed to go.
Multiplayer does seem a bit tacked on.
Yeah.
Just to think of having a multiplayer.
Yeah, it's only 1 versus 1. It's not online play.
Targeting kind of
sucks because you have to be straight ahead, or you have to have them in a wide line of sight, and you have to, because if you turn the suit, you lose targeting. Also, one of the benefits of the game is you actually, in like some games, the suits themselves actually are pretty cool. The detailing when the suit stands still, you actually can see all this little detailing done, and it looks really, really good.
Yes, but it only goes out when the mechs start moving.
It gets a little blurry.
Not too blurry,
but a little. But then again, you're also looking at the fact that, let's see, then you have some of the great suits they have in there. Actually, some of the best suits in the game you can get is, one of the suits is the original Gundam, once you get it hard enough. And one of the pilots you can purchase through the supply, through pilots, is the original Gundam pilot, Array. On Federation side. On the Xeon side, you can actually unlock Azaba, which is the Red Comet. So if you know the original masked villain for Gundams, and the original hero, and you can unlock the original granddaddy of all Gundams, and you can do the leveling system with the Gundams. So this is all the pros I'm saying.
By the way, how is the leveling system in the game?
It's decent. You have to have money in the game. There is a currency pot set up. You have to get each mission you do. They do give you a base pay mission, like 2,000 points. And there is ranking. If you get high enough rankings, your bonus you get, it can be double what you get for the mission pay. The original Gundam is 50,000 points. RX-78-2 Gundam is 50,000 points. But
it'll take you a while.
Yes. But you can get all these different suits. I mean, you get the original GM, you can get Gun Tank, which is actually pretty cool. The original Gun Tank, get the mass production versions. You can get the Gun Tank 2. There's all types of GMs, which kind of bites when you get to, like, some of the suits you get are kind of like, huh? There's a suit in there that in multiplayer mode would actually do real well, but because you can't use it's the GM sniper too, but because you can't go snipe mode or zoom in on multiplayer, it kind of sucks. What?
Nothing, just
moving the mouse.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
The Xeon suits, I haven't unlocked them all yet, but they actually are pretty good, from what I understand. The one suit, my favorite suit on the Xeon side, is the Goop Custom. It has a mode called, I like to call it the Gangsta mode. It has a Gatling gun on its shield, and you can unlock a machine gun, and when it goes, it puts both arms like this and starts shooting, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, dual machine guns is good.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, but the story mode is good, but you can't go, there's no space battling, it's all on Earth. You also hear the people, the guy who I've gotten all of this about this game before, he bitches about because how gameplay, you also gotta look at mobile suits, these suits are being modified, the game design is also brought in the fact that they deal with gravity. So, but that's
the one con, the cons right now.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the cons.
A lot of them can be kind of slow.
Yeah, it is a bit dated game, and the programming is not all that great. But if you look at it from a scientific aspect, it fits.
But I'm more talking about immersion factor.
Yeah, it is kind of a slow-paced game. Another con piece is you can't. Now I'm throwing this in. This goes either way. You just can't pick and choose in your suit. The suit does have, if your suit. Now let's go into the pros. If you get hit, the suit gets hit. Like if you get hit in one arm so many times, you will lose that arm.
But even if you lose the arm, you're still in the game. I think only one of the only instant game overs is if you lose the head.
No, the head can be lost. That's a sensor pack.
Oh,
it's the chest and the legs.
Oh, the chest and both legs.
You have to lose both legs.
Even though I think it'd be
no, because if you lose your legs, you can't walk. You can't move.
I know, but it's odd.
Well, because think about it.
It's like hopping around.
Oh, no. Actually, it walks slow, dragging this one leg.
Oh, okay.
I've actually had that happen.
In the game.
More. But they've actually, if you think about, now, talking about a little bit scientifically, think about it though. These suits use have a compact fusion reactors in them. If you have all that weight up top, if both legs are gone, all that weight comes down, that sudden impact, we're talking about something that weighs, 20, 30 tons of metal coming down on top of solid ground.
Yeah, you dead.
Yeah. The explosion will kill you.
Like, rightfully so.
Even if a drop could kill you. Most mobile suits are over about 50, 60 feet tall. They're about
probably weigh about
40, 50
tons.
Yeah. These are solid steel objects. We're not talking, I'm sorry, people who talk like, oh, we'll talk these things about as dangerous. Okay, you want to get into you want to reference a Gundam to something. They can't say Power Rangers Megazords. No. We've actually seen on Screw Attack Death Battle, a Megazord is actually is 5 times taller. But if you want to reference to something, Pacific Rim, they're roughly the same height and heavy size.
Yeah.
Size.
Or if you want to point out one more accessible, the fact more accessible, the Gundam franchise is Wing.
Yeah.
And I'm just comparing the size of the mechs, not the quality of the show. Either you go both ways with both. Either way with both. That would be Evangelion.
Yeah. There's another one. Or Transformers.
I would think
Evangelion.
With
a little bit, sorta. Evangelion. They're roughly the same size. But, to be honest...
And there's less of them?
Yes.
Well,
get off that. But back to the referencing. But, you're looking at the fact that these suits are very heavy. But still, there is no... One of the things they give you to help move around is a booster, is thruster packs, a thrust system, which is great. But if you bump your thrust too much, you will have to get over.
You'll be hoofing it.
Yeah, you will hoof it. Most of the time, you are hoofing it. Except for when you get the Xeon suit, the Dom. It's a black hook suit. Then you're hovering.
Let's say back to the cons.
That was one of the cons.
Okay. Are there any other cons?
Yeah.
Final verdict.
Well, we have to go with music. Well, we did music.
Yeah.
Another con is the fact of there's literally no DLC for it.
That's not really a con.
No.
That could actually go either way.
Yeah. But I mean, with DLC, they could have even brought in that they did DLC. Even at the time when they came out with the system, DLCs were still coming out.
Yes, but
it was, and even back then, the PS3 had Wi-Fi built in.
Okay.
Wi-Fi wasn't that popular though.
Okay.
But it had it.
What about replay value?
Replay value, I would set that at,
on a scale of 1 to 5.
To be honest, a 3. It is a game that does, especially if you play it from easy to hardest, you do gain a lot. It does give you a lot repetition-wise. Yes, you will repeat the same missions. But each time you play it, you get more experience. And it does have a level system up for the pilots. And it does have... And it's a good way to earn money in the game. Because you can't really get the best suits until you get down to the hardest levels.
Okay. Is this game...
yeah, I'm going to turn on my Bluetooth.
Is this game... would you recommend this game to completionists?
Yes. While it does not have a... Yes, sorry. While it does not have the trophies or anything, but it does have... If you do complete the game on both sides, in the multiplayer mode, you actually will unlock all the suits. There is 40 some suits to this game. So unlocking them all gives you a larger variety. And it does take time. It took me I've played the game for over 60 hours completely. And I beat the game on the Federation side about 3 to 4 times. I'm working on my hardest level right now, hardest setting right now. So I sitting here doing this review, I can sit here and say I can do this because I have beaten the game easy, medium, and hard. I'm sitting on the hardest right now.
Okay.
3 times.
Okay. What would...
Oh, and you also do get... I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But also, as you do play, you do get... when they do your final report on everything, they tell you what type of pilot you are. You can get the new type markings. So you do get called a new type. because of how much you've done. Now you were about to say.
Okay. I think
you're not gonna ask what a new type is. So
no. More really your job.
Just so you guys know what a new type is, it's people who have psychic type abilities. They're able to project movements, have better handling with the mobile suits. New type was first brought in with Mobile Suit Gundam. It's the reason why it is a very, very decisive series. And it's also one of the which remade the whole giant mech genre. So going now, as my is saying,
I think what we should, how we should do the rating system, is that we both do a scale of 1 to 10, and we after that scale of 1 to 10, we divide it by 2, and we have our score.
Yeah.
Okay. Altogether, from an outsider's perspective, I think I might give it a 6.
I'm gonna go 8 on it. Now this is actually altogether this is out of a 10, so it's really out of 20. It's 14 out of 20,
so that would be a 7.
Yeah, it's a 7. It's not. It is so
it's above average.
It's above average game, and it does have replay value to it. Specifically, if you're a completionist or if you're a die-hard Gundam fan.
Now, for the die-hard Gundam fans, I'd probably say stay away. At least give it a try.
At least beat it one time before you write it off. And it doesn't matter what side you beat it on. Because you can either do it on the Federation side or the Zeon side. The Zeon, the Earth Federation, or the Principality of Zeon. Those are the 2 sides, by the way. It doesn't matter what side. You'll have fun doing it. It's just play it, have fun. Well, this has been a review of Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire. We'll start with this of the game. We just don't want to take any risks.
If you want to know anything about the game, we'll put a link down in the description box.
And with our channel links, I am 666.
I'm Dreadmaster.
We'll catch you guys later.